Welcome to Stevo's Portal. Kindly show us your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. Now let's talk about something truly revolutionary. Emotional intelligence. Boost your life. Mastering emotional intelligence isn't just a catchy title, folks, it's a mission statement. Because frankly, the world needs more emotionally intelligent people. Alright, let's kick things off with Chapter 1. Recognize emotions. It's about knowing what you're feeling and why you're feeling it. Think of your emotions like those little emojis on your phone, except instead of being cute and yellow, they're complex and sometimes messy. Labeling these emotions is key. Don't just say, "I'm feeling weird." Get specific. This might sound ridiculous, but try talking to yourself. When you feel an emotion bubbling up, say to yourself, "Stephen, my old friend, you're feeling anxious because you haven't updated your spreadsheet of collectible spoons." The more you do this, the more self-aware you become. You'll start to recognize patterns in your emotional responses. And the best part is, once you're aware of your emotions, you can actually start to manage them. Welcome back to our emotional intelligence journey. We're so glad to have you with us as we dive deeper into understanding the profound impact our emotions can have on others. Now that we're experts at identifying our own feelings, it's time to take the next step. It's time for the truly terrifying part, acknowledging that other people have feelings too. Yes, you heard that right. Other people have emotions just as complex and intense as our own. Chapter 2. Impact on others is all about understanding that we humans are not isolated islands of emotions. We are interconnected in ways we might not even realize. Our emotions have a ripple effect. They can influence the mood and feelings of those around us, often in ways we don't anticipate. Think about it. Have you ever walked into a room after a truly epic rant, only to find everyone staring at you with a mixture of terror and pity? Or perhaps you've entered a space where someone was visibly upset, and you could feel the tension in the air. That, my friends, is your emotional impact. It's the invisible force that can change the atmosphere of a room in an instant. Now, I'm not saying you can't express your feelings. It's important to be authentic and true to yourself. But be mindful of how your emotions, especially the strong ones, affect those around you. Your anger, joy, sadness, or excitement can all have a profound impact on others. Next time you're feeling particularly emotional, pay attention to how the people around you react. Notice their body language, facial expressions, and even their tone of voice. Do they mirror your emotions? Do they seem to absorb your energy, whether it's positive or negative? Do they recoil in fear? Are they taken aback by the intensity of your feelings? Do they offer you a calming cup of chamomile tea? Sometimes, a simple gesture of kindness can make all the difference. Our emotions, like it or not, are contagious. They spread from person to person, influencing the collective emotional state of a group. So let's be mindful of the emotional waves we create and strive to make a positive impact on those around us. And now, for those of you who, like me, find solace in the soothing sounds of your own voice, I present to you Chapter 3, Active Listening. This, my friends, is a game changer. Most of us are experts at passive listening, but active listening, that's a whole other ballgame. It's about truly engaging with the other person, not just waiting for your turn to speak. It's about putting down your phone, making eye contact, and resisting the urge to interrupt with your own brilliant anecdotes. When someone is speaking to you, imagine they're telling you the most fascinating story you've ever heard. Active listening is about empathy. It's about putting yourself in the other person's shoes. It's about showing them that you value their thoughts and feelings. When you actively listen to someone, they feel heard, understood, and like they matter. Welcome back to our Emotional Intelligence Bootcamp. We're thrilled to have you join us again as we dive deeper into understanding and mastering our emotions. Today's lesson, Chapter 4. Manage Reactions, is all about taking control of your emotions before they take control of you. This is a crucial skill that can transform your personal and professional life. We've all been there, right? Those moments when our emotions seem to get the best of us. Stuck in traffic, computer crashes, someone eats the last donut. These everyday frustrations can easily trigger an emotional response. But here's the thing. Unleashing your inner Hulk might be cathartic in the moment, but it rarely ends well. It often leads to regret and strained relationships. Managing your reactions doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It's about acknowledging them and finding a balanced way to express them. It's about finding healthy and constructive ways to express those emotions without turning into a raging monster. Imagine having a calm discussion instead of a heated argument. Think of it like this. You're the conductor of your emotional orchestra. You have the power to guide the tempo, the volume, and the overall feel of the performance. You can't control every instrument, but you can guide the tempo, the volume, the overall feel of the performance. This means you can influence how you react to different situations. So, how do you become a master conductor of your own emotional symphony? Well, it takes practice. Mindfulness and meditation can be powerful tools in this journey. But here are a few tips to get you started. Recognize your triggers and embrace the power of the pause. Take a moment to breathe, reflect, and choose your response wisely. This simple act can make a world of difference in how you manage your reactions. Welcome back to Boost Your Life Mastering Emotional Intelligence. Today's episode is all about self-love, baby. But not the kind that involves scented candles and bubble baths. We're talking about the kind of self-love that comes from recognizing and celebrating your emotional strengths. That's right. Chapter 5. Celebrate Strengths is all about giving yourself a well-deserved pat on the back. Now, I know what you're thinking. Stephen, I'm terrible at this whole emotional intelligence thing. But here's the thing. We all have emotional strengths, even if we sometimes have to dig a little deeper to find them. Maybe you're an amazing listener, always there to lend an ear and a shoulder to cry on. Maybe you're a master of conflict resolution, able to diffuse tense situations with the grace of a diplomatic ninja. Or maybe, just maybe, you're really good at identifying and labeling your emotions. Whatever your strength is, own it, celebrate it. Because recognizing your strengths isn't about being arrogant or self-absorbed. It's about building your emotional confidence. It's about reminding yourself that you've got this whole emotional intelligence thing, even if you stumble occasionally. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. Sharing your strengths with others can create a supportive community where everyone thrives. Take some time to journal about your strengths. Reflect on moments when you've used them to overcome challenges or help others. Set goals to further develop these strengths. Personal growth is a continuous journey, and every step forward is worth celebrating. Celebrate even the small victories. Each one is a testament to your resilience and emotional intelligence. Share your story. Your journey can inspire others to recognize and celebrate their own strengths. Embrace your unique qualities. They make you who you are and contribute to your emotional intelligence. Look in the mirror and affirm your strengths. Positive self-talk can reinforce your confidence and emotional resilience. Engage in self-care activities that nurture your emotional well-being. A holistic approach to self-love includes recognizing and celebrating your strengths. So go ahead, smile with confidence. Celebrate your strengths and let them shine through in everything you do. Together, we can create a world where everyone feels empowered to celebrate their emotional strengths. Let's make it happen. Welcome back to Boost Your Life Mastering Emotional Intelligence, where we're turning you into emotionally savvy Jedis, one mindful moment at a time. Today's lesson, Chapter 6, Pause and Reflect, is all about hitting the emotional brakes before you say or do something you regret. Think of pause and reflect as your emotional reset button. It's that split second before you fire off an angry email, that deep breath before you say something hurtful. It's in that pause, that brief interlude between stimulus and response, where the magic happens. Because in that space you have a choice. You can choose to react impulsively, letting your emotions dictate your actions, or you can choose to respond thoughtfully, with wisdom and grace. So how do you master the art of the pause? Well, it's all about mindfulness. Welcome back to Boost Your Life, Mastering Emotional Intelligence, where we journey into the terrifying yet strangely liberating world of self-improvement. Today's lesson, Chapter 7, Seek Feedback, is not for the faint of heart, my friends. It requires courage, a dash of humility, and perhaps a comforting beverage of your choice. Seeking feedback isn't about opening yourself up to a barrage of criticism. It's about gaining valuable insights into how your emotions and actions affect those around you. Think of it like this. You're an artist unveiling your latest masterpiece, a portrait of your emotional self, to a trusted group of critics. Choose people who know you well, who care about your growth, and who are capable of delivering feedback with kindness and compassion. Welcome back to Boost Your Life Mastering Emotional Intelligence, where we delve into the empowering art of self-preservation. Today's lesson, Chapter 8, Set Boundaries, is all about building healthy fences around your emotional well-being. Setting boundaries isn't about being selfish or building walls to shut people out. It's about protecting your emotional energy, about saying no to the things that drain you and yes to the things that nourish your soul. Think of your emotional energy as a precious resource. Setting boundaries is about recognizing that you have a right to protect your emotional well-being. It's about learning to say no without guilt, yes without resentment, and that's not okay when someone crosses a line. The freedom and peace of mind that come from setting healthy boundaries are well worth the initial discomfort. Welcome back to Boost Your Life Mastering Emotional Intelligence, where we embark on a journey to find our inner Zen masters, one mindful breath at a time. Today's lesson, Chapter 9, Practice Mindfulness, is about slowing down, tuning in, and embracing the power of the present moment. Because in our fast-paced, always-on, constantly connected world, it's easy to get swept away in the current of our thoughts, worries, and to-do lists. But mindfulness is about hitting the pause button on the autopilot of our minds and choosing to be fully present in this moment, right here, right now. Practicing mindfulness doesn't require hours of meditation or a complete lifestyle overhaul. It can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths before starting your workday. The key is to find moments throughout your day to ground yourself in the present. Because when you're mindful, you're more aware of your emotions, your thoughts, and your physical sensations. And now, for the grand finale of our Emotional Intelligence Extravaganza, we present to you Chapter 10, Keep a Journal. That's right, folks, it's time to unleash your inner Shakespeare, or at least your inner someone who writes down their feelings and thoughts. Journaling isn't just about documenting your day, or confessing your deepest secrets to a diary with a tiny lock and key. It's about creating a space for yourself to process your emotions, to track your growth, and to gain valuable insights into your inner workings and thoughts. Think of your journal as a non-judgmental friend, a confidant who listens without interruption. The important thing is to find a method that works for you and to make it a regular, consistent practice. And there you have it, folks. The 10 Commandments of Emotional Intelligence, delivered with my signature blend of wit and wisdom. Remember, becoming more emotionally intelligent isn't about achieving perfection. It's about progress, not perfection. It's about embracing the journey, stumbles and all. So go forth, my emotionally intelligent friends, and spread the good vibes. The world needs your empathy, your compassion, and your ability to recognize when someone's feeling hangry. Steve-O's Portal, informing sensibly.